this is the best bullish reversal signal that you could expect. Even though this is a bearish divergence signal, we're looking at combined stablecoin dominance, which means that when this chart goes up, it means everyone in crypto charts are throwing up. Everything is bearish. But when this chart dumps, everyone is jumping up and down for joy. So what does this symbol mean? It means that there is a good chance of a pullback coming up, which is what I've been waiting for and expecting. There's a couple of other things. We need to also look at previous examples of this signal in action here on Coin Bureau Trading. But before I get into that, what's up? My name is Aaron Dishner. You're watching Coin Bureau Trading. Go ahead and smash the subscribe button, like the video. We're going to get right into it. Let's go. Now, this is a proprietary indicator called TBT Divergence. Don't worry about getting access to it. Just stick with me, okay? Now, these yellow tags right here are called clusters. According to the indicator, a cluster happens when more than 3 of these TBT divergences happen within 7 candles. So this one has happened within 7 candles. Therefore, it converts or changes that red triangle into a yellow tab. But the point of this is to highlight a cluster. And a cluster tells us that there is a big chance of a reversal, either a bearish reversal or a bullish reversal. Now, we need to back up the truck to see a couple of other instances. There will be moments like this where we get a bullish reversal, it goes against us, we get a little bit of a relief rally, and then things go down. Vice versa, there will be moments like this where we get TBT bearish divergences, like over here, May 2024, we get a nice relief rally that lasts about 10 days, and we see stablecoin dominance drop 15%, which allowed alts and Bitcoin and crypto and everything else to go up much higher, but it's a short-term move. We need to back up a lot further. Again, here's another cluster. This gives us a nice short-term bounce. 2 weeks, 23%. That is nuts. Over here, we have a lot of these clusters on a very strong uptrend. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before it shoots up higher, another 60%. Now, the reality is that these signals are telling us, okay, something's out of whack here. What it's telling us is that we have a very strong uptrend, but there are clear signs of bearish divergence, meaning that eventually we're going to get so many of these signals that the chart is saying, okay, no, you're done. You're not going up anymore. And even though this does move up quite a bit more, we see that it stops and then that's it. That's the top. The other ingredient that's really important to look at with this is the TBO, the trending breakout indicator. Now, even though these are extremely bearish up here, note that there were TBO breakouts. Note that the strength of the slow line right here is pointing up aggressively at this point. This is a strong macro bullish trend. We could get so many more of these TBT bearish divergences, so many more clusters at this point. It doesn't matter because the trend is telling us up. It's going up a lot higher. If we go back over here, we can see other moments where we got the opposite. We're getting, actually, here's really good ones. So we have a strong bullish slow line going up higher and higher twice, letting us know about reversals coming here, April 2020. Over here, reversal coming here, October 2020. So what we need to be focusing on is the slow line in tandem or together with these signals. So what does it look like today? Well, unfortunately, we have these white dots. These are TBO breakouts. They are telling us, or rather warning us, that there's a good chance that we will see more explosive upside continuation. The thing you have to know is that even though these are really good bearish reversal signals, the reality is that the slow line is really starting to look macro bullish. Yes, we are due for some sort of market recovery or pullback. Yes, I actually think it's going to be happening based off of these signals. But what we really want to see is actually 2 things. For starters, we want to see combined stablecoin dominance drop below 8.5%. We want to see it go inside of this range right here, which is the TBO cloud. It's comprised of 4 different moving averages, and right now it's strong bullish. If we want to see it be a sustained rally, not only do we want to see it go inside of the cloud, we also want to see one of these blue diamonds. And it could be a long time until we have one of those. Now, we've seen similar setups like this before. Here's our breakouts. We get more of these TBT divergences. It goes up higher, and then note the date, April 7th. And then we finally get our bottom. But the reality is that so far, even though we have this TBT bullish, or rather bearish divergence cluster, we're not seeing that pullback happen yet. Although there are clear signs that that dominance is actually shifting in favor, not of stablecoins, but into a very, very surprising coin. Before I tell you what it is, down in the description below, check out the links that we have for our exchange partners, whether it's for WeX, for BYDFi, or for 2bit. All of these exchanges have some crazy giveaways. On WeX, you can get up to 30,000 USDT. Plus, they have a welcome bonus of depositing 100 USDT and you get 50 USDT back. On BYDFi, there's up to 10,100 USDT up for grabs and rewards. 2bit, they're offering over 15,000 USDT in rewards. That's insane. There's a lot of bonuses. These numbers are out. Got to be updated. So there are also way more deals on the Coin Bureau website. If you click on this, it will take you over here to the Coin Bureau page. And then you're going to want to click on the deals button once that loads for me. There we go. So the first thing to check out is the Coin Bureau Club. This is a private Discord server where other parts of it are actually public, but all the alpha is shared in the private part. We're going to forget that happened. And Dan, my co-host, is posting on there, as well as Guy and Nick on the main channel. So we're just going to skip past that. There are also other bonuses and rewards for signing up for other links and exchanges and tools, plus a 10% off discount to our course at thebettertraders.com. This course is 15 minutes to financial freedom. It's not 15 minutes long, but it teaches you how to reduce the time trading to just 15 minutes a day. Now, assuming that we will have a pullback on stablecoin dominance, which I do think will be happening, where will that go next? The good news is that there is less of a chance of it moving into Bitcoin dominance. The reason why this is good is because if Bitcoin dominance is bullishly moving up higher, this typically means a lot of pain for alts. Just think, from September all the way over here until about November, we've just seen more and more pain for alts over and over and over. Even though we have bullish reversal signals here, the macro trend remains bearish for Bitcoin dominance. That means that I am expecting Bitcoin dominance to go lower. And once this really starts to drop, we're going to see alts fly. This is historically what happens. This is actually what happened back over here in the middle of November. Not that we had a massive rally, but on this day, November 14th, we had a really good response from the market. It only lasted about 10, 11 days or something like that, and then it was over. But the next move we have down here for Bitcoin dominance, that will be extremely bullish for alts. What we need to see, though, is Bitcoin dominance falling and stablecoin dominance falling together. And unfortunately, we have a little bit of a conflicting argument right here. Right now, it's still bullish, even though this is very clearly bearish. Now we need this to go, hey, stop it. And now we need to see this fall. But the other interesting thing is that dominance is very clearly shifting in favor of Ethereum. I made a video about this last week, talking about why I think ETH BTC is a good bet and why I think Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin. I saw someone make a very, very clear and good observation in the comments. And if I didn't say that, that's silly. But when we see, pretty sure I did, but when we see ETH BTC going up higher, this does not mean that Ethereum is absolutely pumping. It could mean that, like on a day like today, Ethereum is down Bitcoin's down about 0.8% and Ethereum is down 0.5%. So because Ethereum is performing better than Bitcoin, it's green. But the idea is that we want to be trading against, or rather BTC with our Ethereum, because right now it's a safer hedge if you don't want to sell your Bitcoin to buy Ethereum instead. That's what this is telling us. And again, we actually have the bullish inverse here. These are TBT bullish divergence signals and clusters. We also have a confirmation here, TBO closed short. Like, this is a strong macro bullish chart. And the crazy part is that dominance is very much heading in favor of Ethereum, comparing that to Bitcoin, which is not. And now we just need to see stablecoin dominance cool off and fall lower. The reality, though, and I need to stress this, is that we are still in a very, very, very clear bear market zone. The last couple of times we got up to these highs was back over here, August 4th, basically August 5th, 2024, when the Nikkei crashed. And then over here, April 7th, April 9th, this is during the tariff FUD. And now look at where we are. We peaked up here at like 9.4%. The reality is that we already have bear market confirmation. So any type of relief rally that we have, any sort of move down, in my opinion, it will be extremely short-lived. And eventually we will be seeing this chart, this metric, which is, again, combined stablecoin dominance, is going to go up a lot higher. My personal target is that we're going to see combined stablecoin dominance move up here to like 20%. Don't believe me? Guess what? Over here is the bull market top in November 2021, and we saw combined stablecoin dominance shoot up from 3.8% to about 16.72%. The reason why I think we're going to be going up to 20 is actually because, I'm going to go here to the weekly because it's a little bit clearer to see, because we didn't even drop down to the low that we saw in 2021. We actually made a new high. So it makes sense to see another high, to see something crazier. And if we see stablecoin dominance shoot up above 12%, we're just telling you right now, things are going to be crazy. It's going to be one of those boom, 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 flash dumps, flash crashes over and over and over. Okay? The thing to focus on now in the short term is that we are clearly in the bear market zone. We do have some bearish divergence signals that are telling us that we are due a bounce to the downside, which means that we should see a nice bounce for alts to the upside, but it will be short-lived. Please hear me. It will be short-lived. How do you trade this? Well, the idea right now is you want to focus on Ethereum. Ethereum dominance is moving up, so alts that are closely tied to Ethereum should be doing better than others. But the reality is that Ethereum typically leads alts to go up higher. Every time I talk like this, I feel like a weatherman. I don't know about you guys. But the reality is that I'm still expecting this to happen, but it will be short-lived, not a new recovery to new all-time highs. No, we are definitely heading into a bear market year next year. Mark my words. So before you go, I need you to watch the video that I shared about Ethereum and why I believe this one is going to be outperforming Bitcoin. Watch this. Until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.